Contact Brandon at Be Dry. Inside, outside, they can dry you out. Water no more. Family Landscape, make your neighbors green with envy. Contact Russ, make your yard Yeti ready. CBI Cables, what the pros use. Custom audio, custom video, network and power cables, built for your needs. CBI Cables, plug them in. Norris Candy, home of the original candy turkey joints. Check them out online or stop in 321 North Dockstader Ave in Rome, New York. Bag Square Brewing Company, downtown Utica. Authentic German beer, authentic German food. Try the schnitzel. Ask for a cross check. Utica's finest barber shop. Contact Jordan Baldwin or Kevin Beach on Booksy.com. It's where Crosscheck gets his haircuts. Duratagre for all your new construction plumbing needs. Outside, inside, all around the town. Contact Dura. You need the pipe? They have the pipes. Utica Club Lounge, where the Yeti hang out pre-game and post-game. Incredible food. We have live music. Have a drink with the Yeti. Get some autographs. Bay Farms, where the beef's at. Where the hay's at. Contact Jimmy Fay. Master Vito Hyundai. Make your move to Master Vito. The Yeti have. It's been a great season so far. What a score. Brandwide Distillery, Cortland, New York. Stop in, say hello to Jimbo. Check out the shop. While you're at the shop, get yourself a little sampler. Sample that coffee liqueur. Have a little gin and tonic, maybe. And I know he's got that rumski. Stop in. It's what the Yeti drink. Join us on Monday nights. Toast with Brandwide Distillery, Utica Mac Incorporated. For all your sales and service needs, contact Francis Simile, CRM Commercial Residential Management. Contact Jason down at CRM, Robert Dix Jr. Insurance Agency. Contact Bobby Dix, Rome Sign and Display Company, where we get all our banners here at the Yeti outfit. Liberty Affordable Housing. Eric Kiefer, LUTCF, local representative and a friend of the Yeti. The Be Dry System. Water issues in your basement, on your property, contact Brandon at Be Dry. Inside out.
Hello, Yeti Nation.
Hey, Greg Beecher, what's up, Yeti Nation? How's everybody doing? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. I got the motorcycle up and running today. It's not leaking gas all over the driveway, so that was an amazing day. Every other time I've had it put back together, it's ended with me dumping gas back into the gas can out of the bottom of my leaking gas tank. So I finally solved that problem. Somebody took a Japanese bike and put an American threaded petcock on it. So it took me quite a while to figure that out. I tried every metric one I could. It wouldn't fit right, and I just thought it was me. And then I finally realized that somebody updated it and Americanized it. So, yeah, problem solved. Motorcycles flying down the road. Me and Belzy went up to Lake George, got some pizza. It was a good day.
It was a good day. The bike is up and running. You got Aaron at the face, enjoying the ride, taking the little daughter out for a little cruise.
It's kind of like
Nice.
a rite of passage up here. You know, we go to Lake George, you hang out, you get pizza. I mean, it's a little cold. It's a little past the season. And you sit there. Everybody goes by in like their old vehicles, the old bikes and stuff. And now we finally got something to go up there and hang out with. So
You can vintage out a little bit.
yeah,
That's awesome.
but more exciting news, at least to me, was theme night was announced, and I am excited. If Josh is out there, I know Josh is going to be excited. He might not be in there yet. He'll be in soon. But OJ, Happy Holidays is actually the night that they're going to be playing Calgary. That's the night before Charity's birthday. So, but we open up with Whiteout. So, yeah, Josh is in the thing now. But yeah, the Whiteout is going to be a blast. November 30th. Are you going, Paul? Are you going to make it to the first game?
There's a chance. There's a good chance of it. The nice feature is Buffalo doesn't play that weekend, so we might as well drive a little closer and watch some awesome lacrosse.
Absolutely. We'll have to add you either next to us or if you're going to go in the party zone. But that standing the whole time is not. That's
Me and the missus did that at the last one, and that was about as fun as watching paint dry.
Josh likes it though. I mean, he stands down there and parties all night.
Yeah, but he's jumping around and everything. I can't.
He's
jump.
a little younger than you are. I will say he is maybe a little bit younger than we are, and he can get out there and much more nimble. But yeah, no, I'm excited. So the whiteout's going to be a blast. I'm going to need a white Yeti jersey for that night. I believe I have one and kick it around. So that's going to be the whiteout.
Ah,
And then Happy Holidays is going to be a blast. Everybody gets after it. The Tucker out lymphoma night. So it's box out cancer. We've got a actually sweet Junior B pink Tuscarora jersey signed from all of those guys who will soon be playing some senior ball and hopefully playing in the NLL pretty soon. A couple of them guys definitely have the talent, but that'll be fun. Yeah, OJ, that would be cool, but it's a long flight out here for one game. I did talk to your mom though. I am maybe gonna fly to Calgary for one game. Me and Paul are gonna we're gonna talk about it soon. We haven't talked about it yet, but I think maybe just put together a long weekend, get out there. We'll have to check the schedule. Star Wars night, and then the big one is the Indigenous Celebration night. That is going to be a big game, and I believe that is the Black Bears. I'm trying to pull up the schedule. My eyes aren't quite as good as they used to be, so now I need my own picture. I can't just look at the screen. But yeah, we're playing the Ottawa Black Bears that night. That's going to be a big game. I'm excited. So you've got Ron John and crew coming down. That's a revised team with Higgins now. They've got a goalie in Philadelphia or out of Philadelphia. I think that is going to be a big game. And then the next one is Elfie's birthday, Philadelphia. Then Marvel night. We're playing Georgia, which is cool because the Thompson brothers come in. And then Albany Buffalo 518 night, you 315ers and all the other guys can take it on the hop. And Retro night is the final home game against San Diego. So the theme nights have been announced. We are excited. I know Charity always loves it. She's going through and planning, the outfits and everything. It's
get,
we're pumped.
getting the costumes ready. You just had mentioned the Black Bears, Ottawa Black Bears. Shout out to Brandon Miller from the Yeti, and also he played with the Eels a couple years. He's up there trying out for the goalie position. So hopefully he does well, and give him a shout out and best of success to my man Miller.
Yeah, I am excited for the Marvel night, but yeah, that is awesome. Miller is up there, so that's what's cool. And I love now. It does make it hard for me to scream that it's all their fault as the goalie because now we know some of these guys. So when you start to see some of them, it's kind of like it's still your fault while I'm here, but don't hold it against me the rest of the time.
Just not quite as loud. You
Yeah,
just don't have to say it quite. Let Josh do the talking.
yeah, Josh has got the horn. He does. No, the Marvel Knights. I'm hoping we have some pretty cool Marvel jerseys coming out this year. Actually, one thing Albany does usually is they do an Indigenous jersey, and then they'll raffle those off afterwards. I'm hoping they do that. I would like to get one. Last year we weren't really in a position to get one, so this year I would like to hopefully be able to get down on that. I am super excited. It's been a pretty busy a week in the transactions though for OJ. I mean, OJ has got all kinds of going on. So they picked up Dane Doby. He's a little on the older side, but Doby gets it done. I mean, they
But if
brought
you
him in
take
at
a look
the
at
end.
it, take a look at his stats, Greg. I was reading a little bit about him, and I'm like, holy smile! This guy's got some. He's a long timer there.
Oh yeah,
As
he's been
far
around.
as he's been around, so I'm sure Josh is or not Josh. OJ's ready to get him back in the house and have some fun.
Oh yeah, no, I that's a bright side. I mean, OJ I think is going to have a tough year. And then the Wings, so you notice that they signed Tate Katoni to trade him to the Bandits. So
For draft picks. Yep.
yeah, but the Bandits now have Tate Katoni. But the Bandits also they signed. I was reading through it. They've picked up Cloutier again to I think Cloutier got a 1 year, and I think Chase Fraser got a 2 year deal. Dylan Robinson. So the Bandits are still the Bandits. You got to wonder where Tate Katoni's going to fit into it. I'll still yell it's their fault. That's what they get for not playing at Albany. I'm laughing at Josh's comment in the chat. Oh man, that is perfect. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
we could totally yell that. There is only a couple of guys that I might not yell it for, but yeah. So there it was. They signed Frazier, Emerson, Clark again to 1 year deal. So yeah, they have been busy. Roughnecks have been very busy. Albany did all their stuff a couple weeks ago, so I mean they're I don't know. I'm excited getting Ewok. I'm really wondering though how the rest of this offense is going to shape up for the Firewolves. I mean, when you look at the it's tough to make that roster. So with the guys they had last year, with Williams coming in, it's like, ooh, where does everybody fit? I mean, they traded off Grennan. but you still got young guys. You got guys that were on the cups, guys that were on the practice roster. I don't know. It's not going to be an easy spot to try to make that roster. I will say that.
As far as is he a right? He's a lefty, isn't he?
I believe Williams is lefty. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. As far as and what's his name was Welker, right? He was a lefty as well.
Ewok. Yeah, Walker. But
Yeah.
we signed him. He's locked up.
What's the one? The
Grennan.
Greenwich. Grennan.
Nathan Grennan. That
Grennan.
yeah,
He was a
28.
left. Yeah, he
Yeah.
was a lefty though as well.
He
So
was, and that kid was actually like way bigger than he looked to when you stood next to him. He was jacked.
yeah, you say Greg. You stood next to the pros of pros. Every one of them was huge. I'm a relatively big guy, and I'm still looking up to these
yeah.
guys, going, "Holy sugar! These guys are big boys."
That was like the first time I actually met Lyle, like in person, shook his hand, and I was like, "Oh man, you are so much bigger than you look on TV." And he's like,
Well,
everybody says that, but because he's small compared to the rest of those guys, but compared to like me, he's huge, and
yeah, he's a
he's
big
way
guy.
thicker than he looks, and he is solid.
Yeah. Well, even Jammer. I was shooting the shit with Jammer for a couple minutes, and he was sitting there and just sitting there. I'm like, holy shit, these guys, just sitting there. He's a big guy.
Yeah,
He's
Jammers
yeah,
thick too. I
he's a
mean,
thick
like
one.
yeah, when he runs at you too, he's solid. He is definitely all there. And I think Josh brings up a good point though with Panther City folding this year. I think the parity in this league is going to get even closer. A lot of teams are going to be tighter. You've got the roster spots. I mean, you now have 30 guys that are looking for another spot when you consider your practice players and everybody. So I mean
Yeah.
that's 30 extra players in an already tight league. I mean you've got less than what 200 guys, 500 guys, something like that, and it's a very tight, it's a tight league. And actually I kind of wanted to go through the schedule this week is what I figured we would do because
Well,
I
let's do it.
yeah, I mean, we might as well. Let me get that
Yeah.
out of the way. And oh, where are we at? All teams. So kicking right off, the Ottawa Black Bears going against the Toronto Rock. That game is gonna be rocking. So how far is Ottawa from Toronto? Who knows that one?
That's got to be about three. Not even.
It's
Probably. Yeah,
drivable.
probably about 3 hours, three
It's
and a half
yeah, it's
hours.
drivable though. So I
You
mean, you're
just
talking
jump
three and a
on
half
the
hours.
401 North, 401 North, and or not even North. That would be east, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
West to east, yeah,
Yep.
northeast.
Well, it's at
So
the Tire Center, so that I believe is where the Black Bears play. So, yeah, I would imagine the Rock fans are going to show up, and it'll be interesting because the Rock fans travel pretty well. We see them in Albany. Uh, Martin Kidd plays for them, and actually, I do have to say I got to meet Nick Rose, and what a nice guy he was. So OJ was talking to him, and I had to tell him about the trash talk we do. He obviously, and he did have a great comment. He's like, "Well, how'd you guys like my goal?" And I was like,
it was a good goal.
"It was a nice
It
goal.
was.
It
It
was cool."
was. You put it deep. Put the long ball out there, baby.
Yeah. Food is spot on. So, yes, Josh was a big fan of the Senior Tequila Grill and Bar. It was delightful in New Hartford. Yeah, he was telling me all about it when he got there. He was like, it was dynamite. Vegas going to Rochester. Paul, is this a game you're going to?
Oh, well, there's a whole nother subject right there because Birdie is playing ball again, and is that on the 30th?
That
No.
is on the
Yeah,
30th.
on the 30th. So it's the same night as the Albany
So
game.
which game? Now you got to make a decision.
Now it's
I know which game I'm going to.
yeah, we know where you're going. I would probably say I'd go to Albany
Yeah.
just for the fact that watching Coach Clark. I'm a Coach Clark fan
I'm gonna
now.
have to. All right, we'll have to. I gotta tomorrow send an email. We're gonna add you and Jen onto the tickets so you can sit next to us instead of having to stand for the whole game. Remind me tomorrow. We'll take care of it.
Okay.
But they're great. But then so that's gonna be a big one. Honestly, the Rush is gonna be a very interesting team this year. They did not have a very good year. They re-signed Messenger again. I think the goalie position. I mean, they ended up with Chigliano, who did not play great. They had him in and out. Uh, it's going to be a big game for the Rush. I mean, obviously, I think everybody expects Albany to win, but it's the beginning of a season, and you don't really know what you're getting. So, I mean, obviously, Clark's rolling, everybody's rolling, but who knows? I'd like to think maybe that's why Simmons was on the alternate, as he was saving him up for us. Let him get healed up. Let him get ready for Firewolf season. That's the most important. He knows. I
Not a
mean, it
bad
was
idea.
great winning the title, but we'll definitely take that. So Vegas playing a couple games early. They got a
Yeah.
busy season. Ooh, OJ getting no favors, and they are opening up in the Bank Center in Halifax. So tough. Tough. That's a tough place to play, man. That's kind of a Buffalo-esque atmosphere. They're a rowdy group, but the Roughnecks, the Rough House is, they're used to that themselves. And then we're gonna be going to the Rock, which Paramount Fine Food Center is what that's called. That's where Toronto plays. Interesting.
Paramount Fine Food Center.
Yeah. Okay.
There's
That's
quite a few. I bet you they got a lot of vendors there. Just
y-
a guess.
I would bet. Yeah. And then it's actually in Hamilton, right? Or did they move it this year? No, I think it's still in Hamilton. So yeah, and then the Swarm, the Gas South Arena. I do really want to get to a Georgia Swarm game though. I got to see Kai. Kai's down there. It's a good time. I'd love to go watch it, and it's a little bit warmer in the wintertime. So you know what? Maybe Kai's got it figured out. He's down there hanging out in the sunshine. So
Yeah,
yeah, OJ's now a Clark fan. Yeah, yeah. All
uh,
right, they're
he's
keeping us all up to date.
keeping us all up to date.
Yeah, but honestly, this Buffalo Ottawa game is going to be big too. Buffalo did not have a great start. It'll be interesting to see how they go this year. I don't think Vince played anywhere this summer.
He took the season off and saved it for the four-peat, or
Say,
excuse me, the three-peat.
yeah, well, I think Albany's going to hopefully have something to say about that, but we'll
I don't
find.
mind. You want to know what? That's a great battle along the throughway.
I
That
just
is
hope it
that.
continues to be competitive. If as long as they're the two teams and they keep going, I that would be amazing for me. I mean, because I don't mind getting out to Buffalo either. It's a great atmosphere. It's a bit of a drive. It's a long drive, but it's all worth the trip when you get out there. And I don't know if there's anybody that does it like Buffalo. Honestly, I mean, I know OJ probably thinks Calgary does, and maybe we should try to do that one of these times. Is we'll try to get out and hit each
Fly,
one of these
fly right into
facilities.
Buffalo. Fly right into Buffalo, OJ.
Well, we'll go to
That would be.
Buffalo and then we'll have to go to Calgary. We got to go to so in Colorado's another one of those facilities. Halifax, I've never been to. You've been to a Halifax game though, right?
I've been to when they were in Albany.
Oh, I thought you went to Halifax once.
No, no, no. Me and Bobby hasn't got me across the border up to that area, the neck of the woods.
Uh-huh. But yeah, so then that's going to be the big one. That's the night before Charity's birthday, I believe. Yeah, it's the 14th, 15th. It's going to
When does Buffalo open up? Have they showed any?
It was they're playing the Black Bears as their first game, but it's not a home game.
It's not a home game. That's what I'm saying. When do they open up? Because they're going to be raising the banner. I may have to go to that one again, so that I can, get another one of these things. Because they're so nice.
I
They hang
gotta.
nicely.
I should reach out to Zach Belter and get him on again and talk about it because he definitely is gonna give me some shit for that because oh they're opening against Rochester. That would be a fun game to go to. Are we playing that night? We are, but we are in Halifax, so I will not be there. Uh, there's a chance.
There's a chance.
There's
We may
definitely.
have to.
Ooh, and actually, so the other thing is there'll be a bunch of people. There's a Toronto game, so with that going on, you're gonna have. Oh man, there's a lot of box lacrosse going on that night.
Yeah, yeah. It's that
Just
time of the
across
year.
the dam is the Rock are playing the Black Bears and the frickin' Bandits are playing the Nighthawks. They make it tough, man. It's you got to have ESPN Plus. I don't know how they do it in Canada with TSN. They only get to watch what's live. I watch it all week. It's the
I
best
do too.
part.
I catch up because there's so much of it. This is the only good thing is I like to watch the Vegas games, and they're usually on at 10 o'clock, so the missus is in bed by then. So it all works out well for me. Problem is
Yeah.
I don't get up there early and do anything then.
No, I put it on. That's how I justify like, oh, I'm gonna do all the housework. So I put it on and I crank it up and I'll like do all the laundry, vacuum, do all that. Like stand there and dust the TV stand like 100 times. It's like, yeah, it's definitely clean now, Greg. I think you can move
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
But
More
it's
pledge.
yeah,
More pledge.
more pledge. Just keep waxing it up. So I would have to say, who do you think is going to be the most improved team this year? I would say Vancouver, but I don't even know if that's fair because they really started to come on towards the end of last year.
I would like to say, you want to know what? I'm sticking with it, Vegas, for the fact that you want to know what a lot of these guys, Hannah, he's going to be another year more experienced.
I
Bertrand, another another year plus the World Games with
I don't
experience.
think it's going to matter though. I think until they answer. And Landon Kells, I mean, he might be a great young man. He's playing in the MSL. Everybody else is a huge fan of him. I've never seen it. I've never watched it and thought he's the guy that's going to take you to the finals or
Yeah.
even deep into the playoffs. And like I said, I'm not trying to knock the guy. I'm sure he's a nice guy, but I honestly think, yeah. The way too early 8 playoff teams. We'll get to that. No problem. I don't mind talking
Oh,
smack. I know Albany and Buffalo. I mean, it's easy to get to the top four, and then we'll go from there. But honestly, I think Kells is the biggest thing holding them back. And I think if they get a
yeah.
goalie, I think that's why Ottawa or was the Riptide is going to be your biggest team that really can come out because I don't know if you count Vancouver because Molosky already started turning that around, and I won't be completely surprised if Del Bianco doesn't come out of retirement if Vancouver comes on strong.
Right. Right. I, Greg, you're
He's a
way
BC
ahead of
guy.
me. Yeah. Yeah. You're way ahead of me with the players and names. I'm still getting over the world's concept
Well,
and
all these guys, Owen's my key to success there. So we're walking out, like I set everything up all day. We're running around. I had to go to Walmart. I get back. I'm setting everything up. We're walking out of the Worlds, and all of a sudden I hear somebody yell Owen, and so like I turn around and look, and he's just like, "Oh, hey, Delbs," and like Team Canada's coming out, and Owen's like the star as Team Canada's walking out of the arena. It was hilarious. Like literally it was like I was the bag boy for the coolest guy at the party as I'm carrying his clubs and Owen like is talking to everybody from Team Canada and they all know him by name and are all like, how did you get here from Calgary? Like basically like what is Owen, like what is OJ the dude doing
what are
here?
you doing here, dude? What are you doing here? He's soaking it in, man. Soaking it in, taking what the world gives him. That was so awesome to be here.
That was
Oh,
cool.
it was
Josh
great.
has a good point in the chats with Georgia and Rochester, and I think as far as Georgia goes, I think yeah, 100%. It goes without saying. If Hartley's healthy, Rochester is a way better team. I think honestly, that's kind of what hurt Team USA is our goalies need to kind of get just a little bit better. Goa can be there. We've seen him there against the Haudenosaunee team. He can do it against Canada. You just go is streaky. He has when he's hot, he's one of the best in the world. But man, sometimes he's not, and it's unfortunate because, yeah, man, he is good. I think that he is absolutely deserves to be there. He proved it against, saving Lyle Thompson with his fingertips at
The
the.
fingertip,
Oh
that
my
fingertip
goodness.
set, the bottom two, pinky and the ring finger. What a great shot that was.
Yeah,
As far
that was
as
an amazing picture too. Haudenosaunee
yeah,
team does it. Their whole like media team that they're like the pinnacle. I think honestly. So I think the best in New York State for media is Nanticoke Photography Lee out of Onondaga. I think
yeah,
he is just like the pinnacle of what I would like to be able to do. Like he just shows up, he knows the angles, he's got the equipment, he's so smooth, his stuff is good, and I think the Haudenosaunee, they are the professional ones that like I really when I watch, I they are on point. I love the way they do things. The Halifax, a lot of those guys work for Halifax. I think they have the top level social media in the group. I idolize those guys. I think they really do it better than most groups, and they're all in, as I think why. But I think Georgia with Dobson. So Brett Dobson, when he's hot, man, he's good. He did towards the end of last year. He had a couple. I don't know. He got a little streaky. I don't know if he got hurt or what happened towards the end, but he at one point was on fire when Georgia was on that run. I mean, they were on a tear, and I don't think it's that hard to believe that Dobson can be that guy. So I think it all comes down to the goalie health.
yeah.
I mean,
Health,
that's going to be the most improved team. And I think Higgins, though, so I think Zach Higgins with Philadelphia, I think he was really underrated with how bad that Philadelphia defense was. I think you're going to see this year with them not having him, how bad that defense really was. They struggled. They had a couple of bright spots, but man, did they struggle as a team. Yeah, they gave up a lot of offense. It was a tough night every night for him.
yeah. Hey, you want to know what? As far as they're uh, they're in Philadelphia. I'm not a Philly fan. They they chastised me a little bit too much down in Philly because of beating up on Chopper. So
They booed Santa Claus.
uh,
Philly don't count. Philly fans don't matter. They're out of here. We're like, you know what, Philly, take it on the hop. You're out.
yeah, take
Since
your Chopper and beat it.
yeah,
That's it.
yeah, they're done. We don't even want to pretend to listen to those guys. Oh my goodness. But yeah, no, I mean Philly, I still see not sitting in the bottom or sitting towards the bottom of the division. I don't see them coming out of the. So I mean, what do we got? You got to until somebody knocks Matt Vince down a peg. I think you got to stick with Matt Vince's one. They're going on a
Yeah,
dynasty run. I mean, I
absolutely.
Albany can beat them. I think they can in the playoff, especially. But I think just like the until somebody knocks off the Westminster Wild, I will continue to make the Westminster Wild one in the NABLL, and I will now secede that the Buffalo Bandits are our number one ranked team. So any of the Bandits fans out there, that congratulations. But I would have to say going in, I'm very sold on Bandits 1, Albany being 2. I see Albany only getting better. Might be a little, you've got some different pieces coming in on offense. The defense might move a little bit. We don't know what's going on with Sturos. He's in a contract year. I'd love to see him there again. But man, that's a tough defense to make. I tell you, John Wagner last year I think was the most underrated pickup. Really highlighting why Clark is the guru that he is. I mean, he shined in that Albany defense. Other than he's got to stop spinning around and blocking shots in the back of his head.
Yeah,
Come on,
back of the
kid.
head. Yeah,
Just what are you
the
doing? Stand there.
the equipment is meant to
It's in
be
the
hit in
front.
front.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
No.
you want to know what? They sacrifice it. That's why they're pros, Greg. You
Yeah,
want
oh, he
to?
lays it all out there. And I tell you, watching him in Worlds, he's a bright spot for USA. He's a bright spot for, yeah, no, I love that guy. I think he's a great player, most underrated pickup last year as far as, you know, you talk MVP as far as most valuable player to a team. Everybody liked to talk about Simmons last year because of the goals. And I mean, he was the pick and it's flashy. Everybody likes to talk about Dougie, but I honestly think Wagner and Colton Watkinson, that whole defensive unit, Suros, they stepped up huge because they did not put up huge offensive numbers. I mean, yes, Simmons did, but really as a team, they were able to put up good, solid numbers. But they needed that defense to keep games close. They weren't winning 20-goal games.
No, no. And you want to know what? Dougie from the previous year was a MVP candidate compared to the year before. And if he
He
comes
had a
back
rough
and
year the year before, but I
he
think
did,
after watching Worlds and everything too, Dougie is looking good.
he's refreshed. He's
That's what we
refreshed.
need.
He's the dog. He's a dog. No question.
OJ
No
said we
question.
should show his stick, so I'm actually doing the Instagram right now. I just realized I got all kinds of messages. Sorry everybody if I didn't answer you. It's wait, hang on. Where's the giveaway, OJ?
I seen it earlier today.
Yeah, I tagged you in it.
Yeah, you were. That's why I seen it.
That's why you seen it. Oh man, I'm like the worst social media guy ever for somebody who
Yeah,
runs social media stuff. It's hard to believe,
yeah,
isn't it? I don't really
yeah.
understand the way it works. I thought when I clicked on OJ's, there we go. It brought me to him that time. I just couldn't handle the pressure of trying to do it live in front of everybody. But yeah, so OJ the dude giving away a bison string stick. Take a screenshot, email it to TextLax that you have subscribed to the channel so he knows. Win that. This is definitely one of my favorite pictures of Worlds. It was sweet.
That was a good
That was
picture.
good.
It,
Well,
wa-
it not
it
just
was
that, it was
perfect timing.
fun because we were out there playing catch, just having fun, getting to play with. I had just gotten my stick strong from Connor. He had gotten that, from Team Canada. Yeah, no, it was epic. It was a lot of fun. I did not realize how many. Man, OJ's got pictures everywhere. He's got more friends than like 100 people need. He's got it going on.
Oh, the juice. That's why he's the juice.
He is. Oh
He-
man. All right, Paul. 30 minutes. Let's wrap it up for this one because we're out of season and we're supposed to be
we're
enjoying
out of
some
season.
family time here. But
Family time. Yes, family. Well, let me give a little shout out to the Laxnay that's coming up, and we can do it again next week leading into it. But I need to throw a little shout out. If anybody's out there in the area during Laxnay and is interested in doing some work, I'm going to throw the a shout out there. Whitmer Solutions is looking for a couple more people to help run clocks, shot clocks. If you're interested, contact Dan Whitmer and of Whitmer Solutions and let them know your possibilities. They say he did say they are paid positions, so it's not a volunteer. If my problem is all my horses are in the race between the men, the women, and Tri City and everybody else. We have no more people to help out, so I apologize to Dan for that. But we're definitely gonna still search for some people to help out to make this one of the best tournaments in the world. So. And on that, if you're a woman and you want to play some lacrosse, a woman high school varsity status, the Lady Yeti are still. We got about 4 more spots we want to fill up before the tournament starts. We got brand new jerseys. The Lady Yeti jerseys are pretty hot. So and shorts, they're not men cut shorts. We got women cut shorts so that they don't. They tend to ask to not have the long down to your knee shorts. So they got the women cut shorts. So if you're looking to run and want to run with the ladies and have a great, awesome time, we got the suites again. We're gonna be rocking up in the suites. Tri City and Yeti and Bang are gonna be living the dream.
Yeah,
Living the
it's
dream.
Laxnai is essentially the world's tournament every year where the teams come from all over. There's several countries. There's like what, 7 or 8 different countries that are probably there every year. Charity is definitely feeling better. She's back to crafting and everything. Actually, I think she gave it to me afterwards again. I spent the other day just completely lay down. It might have also been because I unloaded my gas can with the motorcycle with the leaked all over my hand and I just cut it all. I didn't think about that till after. I was like, it's probably not good to have that much gasoline in your bloodstream. So that might have
You're
been
leaded. You're fully leaded now.
yeah.
We went leaded. But yeah, as far as Greg, again, you need to get to Mrs. Beach. I need to get to Mrs. Necker.
Yes.
I know our fans need to get out there. There's some Chiefs fans out there wanting to watch the football game, so we're
Oh,
gonna
I
let
didn't
them
even know it
watch
was
the
football
football.
season. But yeah, no,
Uh,
the
yeah, the Bills lost, so
Laxnai is awesome, Josh. You're gonna have to watch all the games. They're it's hands down one of the best tournaments of the year. Yeah, second to none. I mean, it's the competition there is unreal. I've seen Dougie there. You see so many pros. Yeah, it's insane. But yeah, let's say goodnight until next week. Thank you, sponsors, so much. And Paul, I'll let you end the show.
I want to say thank you very much to our sponsors. A new season is coming up. We're very excited about what's going on at Laxnay. We got some new faces. We're ready to rock and roll. We're happy we're at home. That's all I can say. Laxnay, thank you for being in Utica. Greg Beach, thank you for doing what you do. Mrs. Beach, thank you for letting him do what you do. Mrs. Necker, thank you for letting me do what I do. And Yeti Nation, we'll talk to you next week. The B Dry system. Water issues in your basement, on
Perfect.
your
That was a good show.
property. Contact Brandon at B
In
Dry.
out 35
Inside,
minutes.
outside.
Fucking A.
They can
I
dry
don't know
you
what
out.
flight he's talking about. Oh,
Water no
flight. What's
more.
flight?
Family
Oh,
landscape. Make
I'm
your
not muted.
neighbors green with envy. Contact Russ. Make your yard Yeti ready. CBI cables. What the pros use. Custom audio, custom video, network and power cables built for your needs. CBI cables. Plug them in. Norris Candy, home of the original candy turkey joints. Check them out online or stop in 321 North Dockstader Ave in Rome, New York. Bag Square Brewing Company, downtown Utica. Authentic German beer, authentic German food. Try the schnitzel. Ask for a cross check. Utica's finest barber shop. Contact Jordan Baldwin or Kevin Beach on Booksy.com. It's where Crosscheck gets his haircuts. Duratagre for all your new construction plumbing needs. Outside, inside, all around the town. Contact Dura. You need the pipe? they have the pipes. Utica Club Lounge, where the Yeti hang out pre-game and post-game. Incredible food. We have live music. Have a drink with the Yeti. Get some autographs. Bay Farms, where the beef's at, where the hay's at. Contact Jimmy Fay. Master Vito Hyundai. Make your move to Master Vito. The Yeti have. It's been a great season so far. What a score. Brandwide Distillery, Cortland, New York. Stop in, say hello to Jimbo, check out the shop. While you're at the shop, get yourself a little sampler. Sample that coffee liqueur. Have a little gin and tonic, maybe. And I know he's got that rumski. Stop in. It's what the Yeti drink. Join us on Monday nights. Toast with Brandwide Distillery, Utica Mac Incorporated. For all your sales and service needs, contact Branches Simile, CRM Commercial Residential Management. Contact Jason down at CRM, Robert Dix Jr. Insurance Agency. Contact Bobby Dix, Rome Sign and Display Company, where we get all our banners here at the Yeti outfit. Liberty Affordable Housing. Eric Kiefer, LUTCF, local representative and a friend of the Yeti. The B-Dry System. Water issues in your basement, on your property, contact Brandon at B-Dry. Inside, outside, they can dry you out.